Talk about the pay-per-view. We got the Dudleys teaming with Spike Dudley to take on Rey Mysterio, Billy Kidman, and Paul London. It gets 2 3/4 stars. You got a lot of talent in there. I
Yeah.
mean, the Dudleys are bona fide stars in WWE by this point. But the other side, man, what a group. Billy Kidman, Rey Mysterio, and Paul London. We've spent a lot of time on this show talking about Rey Mysterio. I'd like to spend just a few minutes talking about Paul London. I really did feel like after seeing his work on the independents that man, this guy was going to be the next big thing. And certainly he enjoyed some success as a tag team with Brian Kendrick in WWE. Is he another example of, I don't know, timing is everything? I feel like if Paul London was coming on the scene right now, he would be received totally different than he was 20 years ago.
Probably. Yeah, probably. He's a talented kid. Talented kid, high spots, offense, etc. That was kind of his calling card. But yeah, he never realized his total potential. I don't know what the reason for that is. Normally, you can generalize the reason being he just did not connect with the audience to the level that they're going to make an emotional investment in his TV persona. But he didn't find the magic space, if you will. He just but everything he did in the ring was solid. Maybe he did too much. Hell, I don't know. You can go back and analyze it to death, but I'm with you. He had more potential than we got out of him.
Next up is something that I think all of us remember Kane and Matt Hardy, where this is a till death do us part match. Lita will marry the winner. Boy, this is some soap opera gaga for sure.
Yeah.
We go 6 minutes and 8 seconds. Kane wins, and now he gets to marry Lita. And it's written here in the Observer as a reminder that Matt Hardy had gone on his website and posted that he needed knee surgery and that this would be his last match. And I guess internally, folks in the WWE camp were upset, like, hey, man, you just gave away the result of the match here when you reveal that you need knee surgery. This is a new era for professional wrestling where, wrestlers are able to communicate with their fans online. And perhaps Matt Hardy was one of the first to do that with his website and his YouTube and things like that. Do you remember this being an issue or a teachable moment for the rest of the roster, if that makes sense?
Well, it certainly was a teachable moment because they learned what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
But Matt shit the bed on that decision, on that deal. And I think the world of the Hardys. God almighty, I hired them and their little homemade outfits that they made on their late mama's sewing machine. I've told that story on television many times. So yeah, it just made common sense. He's trying to get a scoop, trying to get hits or whatever you call those damn things. But he was it was the wrong place, wrong time to provide that information. It may have been good for a few minutes on his website, but all in all, it was a mistake to reveal that info. Just think about it, just didn't make any sense. Like you said, Conrad, where he's revealing the finish of the match.
What was what did you think of that creative? Matt and Kane, winner gets to marry Lita. I mean, this is a little silly, no?
Yeah, no, yes, it is a little silly. The more I could see Lita, the better off I liked it personally, as a red-blooded American man. But it was soap opera at its best in that respect. If you liked it, if you like soap opera and you like sensationalism, then you probably accepted the angle and the storyline more than others. If you're looking for violence and all this stuff, it might not have been your cup of tea. But we're just trying to find something that people could connect to. And I don't know how the ratings in this thing did, but he got a lot of TV time.
A lot of TV time. And people were disappointed with the match, saying that they didn't feel like, given how much TV time had been dedicated to it, that the match maybe didn't line up with the heat or the story. It only gets a 1.25 in the Observer, but
wow,
I don't think those fans were ever going to be really happy with a storyline like this. I mean, it just feels, I don't know, like something out of the 80s, maybe.
I'll know one thing. If I saw what the results of the ratings were or anything else, I would have got my eraser out, and we'd have finished that storyline quickly.
Yeah.
That's what you do. That's why the TV ratings tell a variety of stories that we should pay attention to, because I think it directly affects the booking. If the bookings, it's going to tell you right there, people are not interested in this deal. You mentioned something earlier about how much audience or how much audience we lost on something. Well, that tells you that they're not interested in seeing it in its current form.
Right.
Doesn't mean you got to shit on it and get rid of it, or does it? You got to make that's a judgment decision. So I didn't hate it because all those guys were my hires, and I wanted to see them do well and make all the money that they could. And I thought the upside for Lita was unlimited, and I think that was been proven true. She had it. She connected for whatever reason with her audience and the TV audience. Her persona in the ring was liked, and it kept the audience tuned in because she was such a unique female wrestler. And that might get me in trouble. Can you say female anymore? I don't know what's kosher.
Yeah, you can say female. Female's okay.
All right. I, you know what I'm saying? So
Hey, let's
So
talk about John Cena. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be wrestling Booker T here in the first of their best of 5 series for the U.S. title. I think longtime wrestling fans remember the best of 7 series with Nikita and Magnum TA with JCP, and
right.
tried it again with the TV title, I believe, with Booker T and Chris Benoit and WCW. And now it's John Cena's turn. And they only go 6 minutes and 25 seconds. Here's what Meltzer had to say. Cena looked bad on offense, even in a short match. You can really see the difference in quality of a worker that Booker is compared with Benoit or Angle, who got great matches out of Cena. Most of this match was watching Cole miss call kicks and Taz correcting him. Lots of timing issues at the end, and Cena used the FU out of nowhere. 3/4 of a star. Listen, this is before John Cena is John Cena, but we're making him. We're trying to create him here.
It's a process.
Yes.
It's a process. It's going to take some time. And you just hope that it gets over, because we're investing the time and the creative on him. The one thing you always knew about John, you could rely on him. He's going to come to work. He's going to do his thing. And he was just such a valuable asset in the locker room, notwithstanding all the Make-A-Wish projects that he was working with and working on. He made a lot of kids that were terminally ill happy, and that's hard to put a value on that.